What's up guys, Brad here from Piney Grove, and I'm OSBing the side of our mega shed here. But before I can actually finalize this piece, I've got to get my electrician in here because I got some electrical boxes outside the mega shed, and I want to get those removed or at least weatherproof so there's no more outlets out there, and regain my outlets here on the inside. And also with the structural bracing here on a Carolina carport, you've got to cut around it. This is my fourth or fifth piece I'm putting up here, and I haven't had a single one, the measurements be right the first time. Better than any other first fit, so I think I'm finally getting my processes and my measurements down correctly. But for a recap, we've got our bathroom there in back of the mega shed, OSB'd all that. We got a sink and hot water, we got a shower, we got a potty, we're waiting for the door there. And we put up a few sheets of OSB here and fastened them with an air nailer, but in order to get them attached to the metal, I had to buy some special screws for that. So I put in some drywall screws along the top, I put in those special screws around the window, and I'll just go down the line here. I think there's 4 more pieces left to put in. But that fit isn't bad at all. I'll take that, and I think that gives my electrician plenty of room to work in there. So you can see on this one I missed by about a ½ an inch here, then I had to take my scroll saw or jigsaw and cut this out so that would fit through, but I plan on putting some trim around it. And this one over here is really bad. I'll show my mistakes. I'm not too proud. So I really appreciate fine carpentry work, and I feel like I'm able to do it, but because I'm not practiced in it and it's not my profession, that I don't get it right. And by the time I get good at it, the project is over, and then it might be a year before I touch a saw again. But this is gonna look pretty good. I was thinking I was gonna leave it natural, but I'm actually changed my mind, and I'm gonna paint it white just to make it brighter in here, because that's gonna be my workbench area. I think I left my electrician plenty of room to work, but just in case, I'm gonna just put a couple of drywall screws in here just to hold it in place so I can keep going down the line and installing it. And that way, if I have to take it off, then I don't have to pull out a whole bunch of nails or anything. It's like I got good distance all the way around. Go ahead and tack it up here and move on to the next one. In my last video on this, it was the end of the day and I was tired, and I put up this piece right here, and it went up really quick, and as I was putting it up, I remembered, or I saw some daylight coming through it, and I remembered that, or I discovered that I hadn't cut out the window. But I've only got one more window left, so hopefully I won't forget that again. I'm getting a little braver. I'm doing this one strictly by measurement. I didn't put it up there. I've normally been putting them up against the wall and double checking the old measure twice, cut once thing, but I'm just gonna go for it. And I've been putting them up against there, and that's an extra step, and then making sure I'm measuring from the right side. And I figured, I'm a smart guy. There's only 4 sides to this piece of board. How hard can these measurements be? We're about to find out. Okay, let's get this thing in place and see, was I even close? All right, I think the top cut was acceptable, not perfect. Well, the outlet looks pretty darn good. Look at that, that's not bad at all. That might have been my best one yet. Went a little wide right there. I'm tight on this side. On this side, I went a little wide. But I'm gonna take it because that means I didn't have to handle it twice. And I think if I cinch up this gap right here, that'll pull that this way, and it'll actually be even closer to perfect. Yeah, that one's looking real good. I pull it over a little bit to get it plumb. Got a good gap all the way down. Just temp it in case I have to pull it off for the electrician. Put in a couple across the top. We're ready for the next one. Next one has an outlet and a window. and a brace. That one will be fun. All right, that's 2 sheets up. I'm like butter. I'm on a roll here. So I've got, what, 1, that's 48 inches. That's 48 inches and a piece. I've got 2.5 more sheets to put up. This one should be fairly easy. The next one has 1 bracket and 1 outlet. But we're getting better at the outlets. I write my measurements here so I can refer to them when I'm cutting. That way I don't have to get a piece of wood or a piece of paper and write them down. This window should be consistent all the way along the bottom. Man, this one's going to be complicated because it's not only the window, but then at this point it's got to get wider. I think what I'll do is I'll cut out the window first and then cut this notch out this way maybe, and then I could push that whole sheet. No, what I'll do is I'll notch this out just like them, and then when I push the sheet up, it just won't be attached across this metal here. The time for measuring is over. Time to cut. Wish me luck. All right, time to cut out the window. If I get this right, it's going to look really good. Wow, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit there, and I know these are simple cuts, but from where I started a few days ago to now, I'm just now starting to put together things that fit the first time. All right, we'll throw a few screws in it and we'll piece in that top piece. This one can actually get all the way fastened because this outlet's done. He only has to get to those 2. Let's see if the second part of my strategery worked here. Remember when President Bush said that, strategery? All right, I just have to cut off this piece right here. That should slide in. We'll 2-piece that. And that way we'll actually cover up where this bracket was. Look a little cleaner. How about that? It's looking pretty good, I think. During this video, you may have noticed this pipe here, and when we poured the foundation, we put an electrical conduit in the foundation because I wasn't sure where the meter would go, whether it would go on this side of the building or the other one. So I put one on each side because you can't go back and do that later. So this basically does nothing. I'm just going to cut it off to about here, and if I ever want to take a water line and put it there and outside the building, I can. There's no need for this to be in the way of this OSB we're trying to put on. That's a pretty good fit. I got it right the first time. Well, it looks like I got another one right, and I'm actually starting to have a little fun with it. When things go right, it's easier to kind of loosen up and have a little fun with it than when you're fighting everything all the time. It looked like so much to do, and it's taken me a couple days to do it, but when you're putting up 4 feet at a time, it goes fairly quick. But I'm actually a little bit sad it's going to be over soon. I'm going to have to cut that one a little bit. That one's a little bit tight, and it's not letting the OSB go up tight against it. I Thought I had a good fit, but it's interfering right there. Should be able to just cut that a little bit with the jigsaw. Go ahead and put in one of these self-tapping screws and show you how it goes in. So I got the 2 1/4 inch metal right here that this is attached to, and I've got this self-tapping screw that will go through the wood and into that metal stud, but it doesn't go in easy. You put a lot of pressure on it. So that pulled that up nicely, the board up against the metal, and that head in there is beveled a little bit, so it pulls itself into the wood so it's nice and smooth there. And we got to do that periodically where there's no wood studs. This one should be the easiest one of the whole wall. Like a glove, went right in there. Sealed all the way up to the metal. That whole wall is done, but I'm going to go ahead and trim out the inside of the bathroom. That should go fairly quickly. Deb said don't worry about doing the interior here, but I've got so many cutoffs and scraps. I can strip this all out and use up my scraps and then paint it white, and it'll look and feel better. I'm going to cut this out for the water supply line for the toilet, and this should fit right in there. So these are all extra pieces from a previous house build, not this one. So they've been sitting in this shop for a couple years, and I don't need a whole bunch of scraps of OSB. So I figure if I don't use them on this project, I don't know what project I'll use them on. There you go, just 2 pieces in. I'm gonna go ahead and nail them up and then cut my last piece. Okay, now for the fun part. Deb just walked by and I said, I'm getting ready to shoot in some nails, and I know she likes to do that. And so I started micing her up, and she said, nope, I don't want to be on camera. So I go, if you don't want to be on camera, you don't get to shoot in nails. So she's missing out. Using these little brads right there. Hopefully that's focused. I don't have a big framing air gun, but I've got this one, and it's been great for this project. This thing is so awesome. Just got to find reasons to use it. I don't wear a tool belt unless I'm, going to do days and days of work like this. So I just kind of carry pencils and tape measures in my pocket or wherever they fit, and I cannot find my tape measure. I've been looking for 15 minutes for it. I used it once to measure for the table saw, and that's it. And I can't find it. I've looked all over. I've only gone about 50 feet. And then I got to thinking, did I put it behind that piece of OSB that I just nailed up? And I said, no way I am that dumb, but that's really where I'm at, to look for that. I'm gonna put the camera where it is and see if you can see it, because it's very well camouflaged. But the tape measure can be seen in this frame. Do you see it? Because I didn't. I walked by it 8 times. The tape measure is in this frame. Okay, we'll go over it. There, that's where some tools are. There's my air compressor. There's my skill saw. You see it yet? Okay, it's in frame. It's in frame. Look at it. It is perfectly camouflaged. The Craftsman tape measure right there has been sitting on top of that air compressor the whole time. Now that I have my tape measure, I can get this last piece measured. So if I cut 17 1/8 there, that corner will get hid by the other piece that goes across here. So let's see if I have a 17th and 1/8 scrap. I'm trying to use all these pieces that I've just got left over, and these happen to be 1/2 inch. So that whole back wall has to be 1/2 inch. So here's a piece of 17, or a piece of 1/2 inch, and it's 18 1/2 wide with a factory edge. So I can rip that down, square up an edge, because I can 2-piece it. And here's another blue one right here. 17.5, perfect. Take these two pieces, rip them down to 17 1/8, cut them to length. That back wall will be done. First thing I'll do is set my table saw to 17 1/8. And one of the teeth on a table saw will be pointed that way and one will be pointed that way. So I'll look for one right here. That'll give me that extreme edge. Then I'll push my fence out to 17 1/8. Oh, my fence doesn't go that far. That's no bueno. So my fence has to stay on certain brackets, but I can actually push it out a little bit farther by putting it on the very end of this bracket here. So now we'll do 17 1/8. I should be able to get it now. So I'll show you how I do that. I just get that tooth right there to 17 1/8, and my tape measure is up against my fence. And then I just lock it in place. Now this space between here and there is 17 1/8, and I'll just rip my OSB down. Put my blue factory edge up against the fence. I'll get a perfect 17 1/8 out of this. I just love recycling material. That stuff was actually pulled out of the dumpster when we built the house for my mom and dad here on the property. I think it was roof sheathing because it's 1/2 inch. And now we get to reuse it and use it inside the mega shed in the bathroom. I'm just so glad that that's not, you know, in the landfill. All right, let's see how my measurements went. Put this in here. Got a little piece of OSB here on the floor, so it's up off the floor a little bit. That was holding it up, but that's good. I'm going to go ahead and nail that. I've already pre-cut this piece. All right, this is the last piece inside the bathroom. I can't do this wall because the door's not in. And I went ahead and used a full sheet here because I didn't have enough scraps. And I got it in fairly quickly with minimal cuts doing it that way. I just couldn't find enough material that was the right length and the right thickness, because this is 7/16, the back wall is 1/2 inch, the other side wall is a mixture, and I couldn't mix thicknesses here on this wall. So I went ahead and put 7/16 up here and got a real good finish with one piece and then one little scab piece that I ripped on the table saw. But the bathroom's as finished as I'm gonna make it. But this wall right here, I could put a piece here, but it's already got a piece there on the shower side. So I'm just gonna call that good enough. Clean this out, and it's ready to put the door in and the potty in. But I like it. I think it adds some rigidity to the building because now all this is locked together, gives it a nice strong corner. And it'll just be more insulated in here on those hot summer days and stuff and keep the heat out. Besides the foam insulation, now you'll have some OSB. So it should stay pretty cool in this corner of the shop. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, folks. The sun is setting, Deb is making dinner, and as usual, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done, but this whole wall is done. I think we have an easy solution for those outlets, and then we can finish nailing that off, paint this, and get a door on here, and this part of the mega shed will be complete. But we appreciate you watching. We appreciate your support. Click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.